Today, Mommy and
Ava
are reading a golden oldie, The Flintstone Kids Buried Treasure. And it has stickers. Let's see if there's any stickers left, though. I don't know where the stickers are.
No.
It was a beautiful summer day at the beach. The sun was hot, and there was a refreshing breeze off the ocean. It was a perfect day to play in the surf, build sandcastles, or take a stroll on the boardwalk. But Freddie Flintstone had other ideas.
Ready.
While the other Flintstone kids were enjoying their summer vacation, Freddie was combing the beach with a metal detector. "Just think, Bonnie," he was saying to his friend. "Lost diamond rings, gold wristwatches, lots of loose change. Wow, we'll be millionaires by the end of the summer,"
Oh, come on, Freddie.
replied Barney.
The girls are up on the boardwalk having hot dogs and ice cream. Can't we go and get some lunch too? We haven't found anything for hours and I'm hungry.
So they are hungry. Well, he is at least, and he just wants treasure.
Yep.
Oh my goodness, these kids don't look too friendly, do they?
Yeah.
"What do you mean we haven't found anything?" said Freddie. "What do you call this?" Freddie pointed to a bucket with 2 quarters and 3 bottle caps in it. "Now be quiet so I can hear the detector. I'll bet we're right over buried treasure." Just then, there was the roar of engines, and 4 dune buggies came racing across the sand toward them.
Uh-oh.
Said Barney, shading his eyes.
Here comes trouble. It's Rocky, Rat Rock, and the Bed Rotten Bunch.
It was too late to run away, so Freddie tried to hide the bucket in the sand. "Wow, look what we have here. What are you noids up to anyway?" said Rocky Rat Rock.
We're just looking for buried treasure with a metal detector.
Barney blurted out. Freddie glared at him.
Glare.
And here we go. "Buried treasure, huh? What have you found so far?" asked Rocky, climbing down from his dune buggy. He kicked the bucket Freddie had tried to hide, and his eye caught the glint of money. "Hey, Flintstone," he said, grabbing the quarters. "You've been holding out on me." He turned to his gang. "Look what the Noids found." He snickered, holding up the 2 quarters. "Big treasure. Wow, Freddie, you could buy your first mansion with this haul." Rocky collapsed on the sand in a fit of laughter.
Wow.
"We might find a diamond ring," Freddie muttered under his breath. Rocky got up, still cackling, and brushed off the sand. "A diamond ring, huh? Flintstone, I want to see everything you find. You hold back on me again, my gang will have fun burying you in the sand. Your friends will need more than a metal detector to find you." Oh my gosh. So he is the bully of the beach.
Yeah.
With that, Rocky and his gang took off on their dune buggies. Their wheels threw tons of sand over Barney and Freddie.
Let's call it quits.
Said Barney, spitting out sand.
We're never going to find anything anyway.
"If at first you don't succeed, Barney," replied Freddie, wiping the sand from his eyes, try again."
You boys must have sunstroke,"
said Wilma. She, Betty, and Ellery Quartz had seen the run-in with the Bed-Rotten Bunch. "Yeah," said Betty, licking her Rocky Road ice cream cone. "You've got to be nuts to stand out here in the hot sun all day collecting bottle caps."
Oh, wow.
"Hold on," said Freddie excitedly. "I hear a beep. This could be it, Bon. This could be the big find. He began to dig furiously in the sand. His shovel hit something hard.
Boink.
He reached down and yanked from the sand another bottle cap. This one had a bottle attached.
Give up, Freddy,
advised Ellery. Hey, there's something in this bottle, said Freddie. It looks like a piece of paper. Maybe it's a note. Maybe it's a pirate treasure map.
Can I see it, Freddy?
Asked Ellery, taking the bottle and holding it up in the light.
It's a no, all right.
He screwed off the top and gently pulled out the paper. What does it say? Asked Wilma and Betty together. Freddie read over Ellery's shoulder. It says, "Help! I'm being held captive in a cave. Signed Henry T. Stonemason III."
Stonemason, he's the millionaire that mysteriously disappeared 2 weeks ago.
Said Ellery.
My dad is working on the case. I wonder where this cave could be.
Ahem, said Betty. I hate to bring it up, but certain people might be embarrassed if we told you that last summer Wilma and I rescued them when they got lost in a cave near the beach. Bonnie and I weren't really lost, Freddie protested. We were just seeing if you could track us down.
Sure.
Replied Wilma.
That's why your knees were knocking and your teeth were chattering when we found you. Not to mention the fact that you were screaming, "Help, help, we're lost in the cave."
Oh boy.
I think maybe we should go check out this cave.
Said Ellery.
But we better be careful. It looks as if we're dealing with kidnappers here.
When the Flintstone kids arrived at the entrance to the cave, they saw a figure emerge.
Quick, hide behind this rock,
whispered Ellery. They watched as the figure in scuba gear walked down to the edge of the sea, then disappeared beneath the waves.
Well,
said Barney.
That must be one of the kidnappers. What are we going to do? I don't know if there are any more of them in there,
replied Ellery.
but we're going to have to find out. Come on.
Bonnie and I could wait out here, said Freddie hopefully.
Don't be chicken, Freddy,
said Wilma.
We won't let you get lost again.
Reluctantly, Freddie and Barney followed the others into the cave. Shh, warned Betty. There might be guards. The cave was very dark. The kids held hands so they wouldn't lose each other and inched their way along the damp walls. Bonnie, stop stepping on my ankles, hissed Freddie.
Quiet,
warned Wilma. Slowly, they moved through the darkened cave until Ellery saw a flicker of light ahead. It was a stub of a candle stuck on a rock. Next to the rock on the floor of the cave was a man tied hand and foot. It's Mr. Stonemason, cried Betty. They quickly untied the millionaire.
Wow, he has a nice clothes.
He's a millionaire.
Yeah.
Thank goodness you're here, said Henry Stonemason as he rubbed his wrist where the ropes had bound him.
We got your message,
said Barney.
Freddie found it when we were looking for buried treasure.
Well, I'm certainly glad you did, replied Stonemason. But now I think we better get out of here. The kidnappers will be back any minute. They helped Henry Stonemason to his feet and started back toward the cave entrance. Are you sure this is the way we came in? Asked Freddie. It doesn't feel familiar to me.
Freddie, if birds had your sense of direction, they'd end up at the North Pole in the dead of winter.
Said Wilma.
Okay, if you're a penguin.
Chuckled Barney. Oh boy, they're back. Now they could see the daylight at the end of the cave. Yabba dabba doo! We're almost there, hooted Freddie. But just as they approached the entrance, out of the shadows stepped 3 frogmen with spear guns. Things weren't looking good for the Flintstone kids as they backed up against the cave wall, ready for the worst. Suddenly, there was a loud roar, and 4 dune buggies came screeching into the cave. The startled frogmen turned. The Flintstone kids saw their chance. They tackled the frogmen and wrestled them to the ground. Then they tied the frogmen's hands and feet with their air hoses. That was lucky.
Yeah.
Yo, Flintstone, yelled Rocky Rat Rock as he gunned his engine. You holding out on me again? We've been following you. We saw you find the treasure map. Now hand over the treasure you found in this cave.
Phew. I never thought I'd be happy to see Rocky Rat Rock.
Said Wilma, relieved.
That's what we found, Rocky.
She pointed to Henry Stonemason III. I want to thank all of you for rescuing me, said Mr. Stonemason. Please be my guest at the Stonemason Mansion this evening. I'd like to give each of you a reward. That night, the Flintstone kids and the Bedrotten Bunch sat down to an elegant feast at the Stonemason Mansion. After dessert of a 15-layered chocolate fudge cake with heavenly hash ice cream, Mr. Stonemason gave each rescuer a hefty reward. Say, what did I tell you, Bonnie? Said Freddie. Stick with me, and we'll be millionaires by the end of the summer.
15 layers?
And why they still don't look happy?
They should be happy after a 15-layer chocolate cake.
Exactly. You're getting treated at the mansion by this lovely feast, and you're still grouchy?
Maybe because they're always mad.
There's no stickers. I guess somebody had already used them, but that was the end of that. So the end. And thank you to everyone who stayed for the reading of The Flintstone Kids Buried Treasure.